Listen to me carefully. Your destiny is not written in the stars. It is not determined by your circumstances. It is not controlled by your past, your parents, or the economy. Your destiny is being written right now. Tonight. In the silent moments before you close your eyes. And most people are writing the wrong story. They lie down each night carrying the weight of their failures. They rehearse their disappointments. They replay their fears. They fall asleep thinking about what they lack, what they lost, what they cannot do. Then they wonder why tomorrow looks exactly like yesterday. You have been lied to about how success works. You have been told that hard work alone creates results. That positive thinking by itself changes nothing. That affirmations are wishful thinking for the weak-minded. All of it is wrong. There exists a law, as precise as gravity, as reliable as mathematics. This law states that your subconscious mind accepts as truth whatever you repeatedly impress upon it with emotion and conviction. And the moments before sleep are when your subconscious mind is most receptive, most vulnerable, most ready to be programmed. Most people use this sacred time to poison themselves. They scroll through social media, comparing their reality to someone else's highlight reel. They watch the news, filling their minds with tragedy and chaos. They argue with their spouse about money they do not have. They worry about problems that may never come. Then they fall asleep. And their subconscious mind, that faithful servant, goes to work all night long creating more of what they focused on. More lack. More fear. More failure. You are doing this to yourself. Not your boss. Not the government. Not your circumstances. You. But here is the magnificent truth: if you have the power to destroy your destiny with your nighttime thoughts, you also have the power to create it. Tonight, that changes. Before we go further, I need you to do something. Subscribe to this channel right now. Not later. Now. Because if you cannot commit to pressing a button, you will never commit to changing your life. And leave a comment telling me where you are watching from. Let me know you are ready. Let me know you are serious about altering your destiny. Do it now. Good. What I am about to share with you is not theory. It is not motivation. It is a principle that has built fortunes, created leaders, and transformed ordinary people into extraordinary forces of nature. This principle works whether you believe in it or not. But it works faster, deeper, and more completely when you understand it and apply it deliberately. Are you ready? There is a law at work in your life right now. Every moment. Every day. Every night. This law does not care about your education. It does not care about your background. It operates with perfect precision for the rich and the poor, the young and the old, the believer and the skeptic. This law states, your outer world is a perfect reflection of your inner world. Read that again. Your outer world is a perfect reflection of your inner world. Your bank account reflects your beliefs about money. Your relationships reflect your beliefs about love and worthiness. Your health reflects your beliefs about your body. Your career reflects your beliefs about your value and capabilities. Everything you see around you began as a thought. A belief. A mental image that you held long enough and strong enough that it hardened into physical reality. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are a creator of circumstances. Most people reject this truth because it is terrifying. It means they cannot blame anyone else anymore. It means they are responsible. Completely responsible. But responsibility is not a burden. Responsibility is power. When you accept that you created your current reality through your dominant thoughts and beliefs, you simultaneously accept that you can create a different reality with different thoughts and beliefs. This is where the night affirmation enters. Your conscious mind, the mind you use to read these words, to make decisions, to navigate your day, is powerful. But it is limited. It can only focus on one thing at a time. It doubts. It questions. It resists. Your subconscious mind is different. Your subconscious mind controls everything you do not have to think about. Your heartbeat. Your breathing. Your digestion. Your habits. Your automatic reactions. Your deep beliefs about yourself and the world. Your subconscious mind is 1,000,000 times more powerful than your conscious mind. It is the engine room of your life. And it never sleeps. While you sleep, your subconscious mind is processing, organizing, creating, and manifesting. It is turning your beliefs into reality. It is attracting circumstances that match your dominant mental patterns. It is literally building tomorrow based on the instructions you gave it today. What instructions did you give it today? Did you give it instructions of abundance or lack? Confidence or fear? Possibility or limitation? Most people never consciously give their subconscious mind any instructions at all. They let random thoughts, news headlines, social media posts, and other people's opinions program their mental computer. Then they get random results. Or worse, they get negative results, because the world bombards us with negativity constantly. Fear sells. Drama attracts attention. Limitation is taught in schools and reinforced in society. If you are not deliberately programming your subconscious mind, the world is programming it for you. And the world does not care about your dreams. But there is a specific window of time each day when your subconscious mind is most open to new programming. When the barrier between your conscious and subconscious mind is thinnest. When suggestions bypass your critical factor and sink directly into the deep mind where beliefs are formed. That window is the moments right before you fall asleep. Scientists call this the hypnagogic state. The ancients called it the threshold. I call it your daily appointment with destiny. In those moments, your brainwaves slow down. Your conscious mind relaxes its grip. Your subconscious mind becomes impressionable, receptive, ready to accept new truths. Whatever you focus on in those moments sinks deep. It bypasses your doubt. It evades your skepticism. It plants itself in the fertile soil of your deep mind and begins to grow while you sleep. This is not magic. This is biology. This is psychology. This is how your mind works. And once you understand this, you realize you have been given a gift. A tool. A key that can unlock any door. Every night, you have the opportunity to reprogram your subconscious mind. To replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. To install new patterns of thought that will create new patterns of behavior that will create new results in your life. But you must be intentional. You must be consistent. You must be specific. A vague wish does nothing. A half-hearted hope changes nothing. Random positive thoughts create random results. You need a night affirmation. Not just any affirmation. Not fluffy words that sound nice but mean nothing to you. Not generic statements copied from someone else's list. You need a night affirmation that speaks to your specific desires, that addresses your specific blocks, that calls forth your specific destiny. And you need to speak it with emotion. With conviction. With absolute certainty that what you are declaring is already true in the invisible realm and is now manifesting in the visible world. Because your subconscious mind does not respond to logic. It responds to emotion and repetition. When you combine a specific declaration about your desired reality with deep emotion and repeat it every single night in those sacred moments before sleep, you activate a force that will rearrange your entire life. You will begin to notice opportunities you never saw before. You will feel impulses to take actions you previously avoided. You will attract people who can help you. You will develop skills faster. You will make better decisions. You will have more energy. Why? Because your subconscious mind, now programmed with your new truth, goes to work. It filters information differently. It interprets events differently. It directs your body and mind toward behaviors that align with your new beliefs. Your subconscious mind is goal-seeking. Give it a clear goal, impress that goal upon it with emotion and repetition, and it will find a way to achieve it. This is how fortunes are built. This is how leaders emerge. This is how ordinary people do extraordinary things. They understand the law. They work with the law. They use the night affirmation to program their subconscious mind for success instead of failure, for abundance instead of lack, for courage instead of fear. And the law delivers. Always. But understand this, the law works both ways. If you fall asleep every night worrying about debt, your subconscious mind accepts debt as your reality and creates more situations that prove you are in debt. If you fall asleep every night feeling lonely, your subconscious mind accepts loneliness as your identity and repels connection. If you fall asleep every night replaying your failures, your subconscious mind accepts failure as your destiny and sabotages your success. You are already using night affirmations. You just do not realize it. Every thought you think as you fall asleep is an affirmation. Every worry is programming. Every fear is an instruction to your subconscious mind. The question is not whether you are programming your subconscious mind. The question is, are you programming it for the life you want or the life you do not want? Most people are programming themselves for mediocrity, for struggle, for quiet desperation. Then they blame the world for giving them exactly what they asked for. You are better than that. You are here because something inside you knows there is more. Knows you are meant for more. Knows that your current reality is not your final reality. That knowing is correct. But knowing is not enough. You must act. You must apply the principle. You must take control of those sacred moments before sleep and use them to architect your destiny instead of destroy it. This is not complicated. But it is precise. You cannot do this casually and expect profound results. You cannot speak your affirmation with doubt and expect conviction to grow. You cannot skip nights and expect consistency to build momentum. The law requires your cooperation. It requires your discipline. It requires your faith. But when you give it those things, when you align yourself with the law, when you use the night affirmation as it is meant to be used, you will witness what others call miracles. You will call it the natural result of understanding how your mind works and working with it instead of against it. From this night forward, you will never go to sleep the same way again. Now let me show you where you have been going wrong. Pay attention, because this is where most people sabotage themselves without even knowing it. You have been taught to focus on problems. From childhood, you were trained to identify what is wrong, what is missing, what is broken. School graded you on your mistakes. Parents corrected your errors. Society rewards criticism and punishes praise. So you developed a problem-focused mind. And what does a problem-focused mind do every night before sleep? It reviews problems. You lie in bed and think about the bills you cannot pay. The weight you cannot lose. The relationship that is not working. The promotion you did not get. The opportunity you missed. You think you are being realistic. Responsible. Aware. You are actually being destructive. Because every time you focus on a problem with emotion, you are affirming that problem. You are telling your subconscious mind, this is my reality. This is who I am. This is what I deserve. And your subconscious mind, that faithful servant, says, yes, Master, and goes to work creating more evidence to support your belief. You wake up and the problem is still there. Bigger, actually. More solid. More real. You think the problem exists outside of you. You think it is independent of your thoughts about it. You are wrong. The problem persists because you keep affirming it. Every night. With feeling. With conviction. With perfect consistency. You are a master manifester. You just manifest the wrong things. Listen carefully. Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is vividly imagined. It cannot distinguish between an actual memory and a mental rehearsal. It accepts as truth whatever you repeatedly impress upon it with emotion. So when you lie in bed worrying about going broke, your subconscious mind experiences that as reality. When you replay a painful conversation over and over, your subconscious mind experiences that pain fresh each time. When you imagine worst-case scenarios, your subconscious mind begins preparing for disaster. Your body releases stress hormones. Your immune system weakens. Your energy drops. Your creativity shuts down. Your confidence erodes. And tomorrow, you act from that diminished state. You make decisions based on fear. You miss opportunities because you are focused on threats. You push away help because you believe you are helpless. Then the problem gets worse. And you say, "See? I knew it would not work out. I knew I was not good enough. I knew I could not do it." You mistake your self-fulfilling prophecy for truth. This is the cycle that keeps people trapped for decades. For entire lifetimes. They go to bed focused on what they do not want, and they wake up with more of it. Then they use the presence of the problem as evidence that they were right to worry about it. Then they worry more. Then they get more problems. Downward spiral. And here is the tragedy: these same people often work hard. They often try. They often want success desperately. But they work hard in the day and destroy themselves at night. They build during the day and tear down during the night. They move forward during the day and program themselves for failure during the night. Then they wonder why they never make progress. Why they feel stuck. Why nothing ever changes. I will tell you why. Because you cannot build a fortune with the mind of a pauper. You cannot attract love with the mind of someone who feels unworthy. You cannot create health with the mind that constantly focuses on sickness. Your outer world will always match your inner world. Always. This is law. And most people have an inner world of chaos, fear, doubt, and limitation. They have spent years, decades even, programming their subconscious mind with thoughts of lack and impossibility. Then they read one book, listen to one video, speak one affirmation, and expect everything to change immediately. It does not work that way. You did not develop your current beliefs overnight. You will not replace them overnight. But you can begin tonight. You can stop the destruction tonight. You can start the reconstruction tonight. You can plant a new seed tonight that will grow into a new reality. But first, you must see clearly what you have been doing wrong. You have been using the most powerful time of day, the moments before sleep, to reinforce your limitations instead of your possibilities. You have been using your imagination, that divine gift, to create horror movies instead of visions of success. You have been using your emotions, the fuel that powers manifestation, to energize fear instead of faith. You have been consistent and disciplined in your self-destruction but inconsistent and undisciplined in your self-creation. And that stops tonight. From this moment forward, you will protect the moments before sleep as sacred time. You will guard your mind during those moments like a sentry guards a treasure. You will allow nothing negative, nothing fearful, nothing limiting to enter your consciousness in those final moments of the day. Nothing. If a worry tries to enter, you will dismiss it. If a fear tries to surface, you will replace it. If doubt tries to speak, you will silence it with your affirmation. This is not denial. This is not ignoring reality. This is understanding that reality is flexible, that reality is responsive, that reality follows consciousness. You are not denying problems. You are refusing to give them power during the most powerful moments of your day. There is a difference. During the day, you can plan, strategize, and solve. During the day, your conscious mind is active and capable of logical analysis. But at night, in those moments before sleep, logic does not work. Analysis does not work. Problem solving does not work. At night, your subconscious mind is coming online, and it speaks a different language. It speaks the language of images, emotions, and symbols. So you must speak to it in its language. You must give it a clear image of what you want. You must attach strong, positive emotion to that image. And you must repeat this practice every single night until the new image becomes more real to your subconscious mind than your current circumstances. Then, and only then, will your circumstances begin to change. But most people never do this. They never take control of their inner world. They never discipline their thoughts. They never direct their imagination. They never harness their emotions. They drift. And drifting people get drifting results. You are not a drifter. Not anymore. Not after tonight. You are about to become an architect of reality. A director of your subconscious mind. A deliberate creator of your destiny. But you must understand the cost. The cost is not money. The cost is not time. The cost is comfort. You must become uncomfortable with your old patterns. You must become intolerant of negative self-talk. You must become unwilling to end your day focused on anything less than your ideal. This will feel strange at first. Your mind is used to the old patterns. Your emotions are comfortable with familiar feelings, even if those feelings are painful. Change is uncomfortable. Always. But staying the same is fatal. You have reached a point where the pain of staying the same must exceed the pain of changing. Otherwise, you will not change. You will read these words, nod your head, feel inspired for a moment, and then return to your old habits. And your life will not change. I am telling you this because I respect you enough to be honest. Inspiration without application is just entertainment. Knowledge without action is just information. You must act. Tonight. And tomorrow night. And the night after that. You must establish this practice as non-negotiable. As essential. As critical to your survival and success as eating and breathing. Because it is. Your subconscious mind is creating your tomorrow right now. Based on what you gave it today. Based on what you give it tonight. What will you give it? More fear? More doubt? More limitation? Or a clear, compelling, emotionally charged vision of the life you are meant to live? The choice is yours. It has always been yours. It will always be yours. No one can make this choice for you. No one can do this work for you. No one can change your mind but you. But when you make this choice, when you commit to this practice, when you apply this principle with consistency and conviction, you will join a rare group of people who understand how life actually works. You will join the creators. The achievers. The people who shape reality instead of being shaped by it. You will stop being a thermometer, merely reflecting the temperature of your environment, and become a thermostat, setting the temperature yourself. And your life will never be the same. Now you must understand what you are about to become. You are about to become a person who thinks differently. Who feels differently. Who operates from a completely different set of principles than the average person. This is not a small thing. This is a fundamental transformation. Most people are reactors. Something happens to them, and they react. Someone says something, and they react. The economy shifts, and they react. A problem appears, and they react. Their entire life is a series of reactions to external circumstances. They have no power because they have surrendered their power to the outside world. You are about to become different. You are about to become a creator. Creators do not wait for circumstances to change. They change their inner world, knowing that the outer world must follow. Creators do not react to what is. They respond from a vision of what can be. Creators do not let the day happen to them. They enter each day with intention, and they end each day with purpose. This is the mindset you must adopt. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Tonight. Tonight, when you lie down to sleep, you will not be the same person who has been lying down every other night. Tonight, you will be a person who understands that the moments before sleep are your daily appointment with the architect of your life, your subconscious mind. Tonight, you will speak with authority. With certainty. With unshakable conviction. You will not ask. You will not hope. You will not wish. You will declare. You will declare the truth of who you are becoming. You will declare the reality you are creating. You will declare the life that is manifesting for you right now. And you will feel it. Not just think it. Feel it. Because your subconscious mind responds to emotion, not logic. It responds to feeling, not just words. When you speak your night affirmation, you must generate the emotion that matches your words. You must feel the wealth you are affirming. You must feel the health. You must feel the love. You must feel the success. You must feel it as if it is already done. Already yours. Already true. This is the secret that separates those who get results from those who just repeat empty words. Words without emotion are dead. They do not penetrate. They do not impress. They do not create. But words charged with emotion, with belief, with expectation become living seeds that grow in the darkness of your subconscious mind and emerge as reality in the light of day. This is how you must approach your night affirmation. As a sacred practice. As a holy moment. As the most important 5 minutes of your entire day. Not the meeting with your boss. Not the workout. Not the task you completed. The 5 minutes before sleep. Because those 5 minutes determine everything else. Those 5 minutes program the computer that runs your life. Those 5 minutes set the frequency that attracts your circumstances. Those 5 minutes plant the seeds that become your tomorrow. Treat them accordingly. Prepare for them. Create a ritual around them. Eliminate distractions. Turn off screens. Quiet your environment. Quiet your mind. Then speak. Speak with the voice of someone who knows. Someone who has already arrived. Someone who is simply reminding themselves of the truth rather than trying to convince themselves of a lie. This is critical. You are not trying to create something from nothing. You are recognizing what is already true in the realm of possibilities and calling it forth into the realm of physical manifestation. Everything that can be already is. In potential. In the field of all possibilities. In the quantum realm, if you want scientific language. In the mind of the infinite, if you want spiritual language. Your job is not to create from scratch. Your job is to select, to focus, to call forth, to allow. You do this through thought. Through feeling. Through declaration. And the night affirmation is your most powerful tool because it operates when your resistance is lowest and your receptivity is highest. But you must believe. Not blind belief. Not naive belief. But the kind of belief that comes from understanding the principle. You believe in gravity even though you cannot see it because you have seen its effects. You believe in electricity even though you cannot touch it because you have seen its power. Now you must believe in the law of subconscious manifestation because you are about to see its effects in your own life. You will believe it because it works. And it works whether you believe it or not. But it works faster and more powerfully when you cooperate with it fully. So believe. Choose to believe. Decide to believe. Not because someone told you to. Not because it sounds nice. But because you have made a decision that you will no longer live as a victim of circumstances, and belief is the first step toward becoming a creator of circumstances. Belief opens the door. Affirmation walks through it. Repetition builds a highway. Emotion provides the fuel. And your subconscious mind does the rest. You do not need to know how it will happen. You do not need to figure out every step. You do not need to see the entire path. You just need to impress your subconscious mind with the end result, and it will arrange the ways and means. It will bring you ideas. It will present opportunities. It will guide your actions. It will attract resources. Your job is to stay faithful to the vision. To repeat the affirmation. To maintain the feeling. To take inspired action when it comes. That is all. Simple. Not easy. But simple. The complexity comes from your resistance. From your doubt. From your impatience. You will be tempted to quit after a few days when nothing seems to be happening. You will be tempted to say it does not work when circumstances do not change immediately. You must resist that temptation. Change is happening. Always. From the moment you begin impressing new thoughts on your subconscious mind, change begins. But it begins in the invisible realm first. In your beliefs. In your energy. In your vibration. In your subconscious patterns. Then it moves to the visible realm. To your actions. To your decisions. To your circumstances. But there is a lag time. A gestation period. A season of growth where nothing seems to be happening above ground, but everything is happening below ground. You must trust the process. You must stay consistent. You must keep affirming even when your eyes see no evidence yet. Because your eyes show you what was. Your affirmation creates what will be. There is always a gap. Always a delay between cause and effect. Plant a seed, and you do not see a tree the next day. But the tree is coming. The process has started. The seed is germinating. Stop watering it because you do not see a tree yet, and you will never see the tree. Keep watering it, keep believing, keep affirming, and one day you will wake up and the tree will be there. Strong. Tall. Undeniable. And you will realize it was not magic. It was law. The law of growth. The law of cause and effect. The law of subconscious manifestation. You planted the seed with your night affirmation. You watered it with your faith. You nourished it with your consistency. And it grew. This is your new mindset. This is your new understanding. This is your new relationship with your own mind and your own life. You are no longer a passenger. You are the driver. You are no longer a victim. You are the creator. You are no longer hoping for change. You are commanding it. From tonight forward, you operate from power. From certainty. From unshakable conviction that you are the master of your fate and the captain of your soul. Not because you are arrogant. But because you understand the law. And the law is on your side when you align with it. Now I will give you the exact steps. The precise actions. The daily practices that will make this real in your life. Do not just read this section. Apply it. Tonight. And every night after. These are not suggestions. These are requirements if you want to alter your destiny. Step 1. Create your personal night affirmation. You must create an affirmation that speaks to your specific desires and your specific situation. Generic affirmations have weak power because they do not resonate with your personal reality. Your affirmation must be specific, positive, present tense, and emotionally compelling to you. Not to me. Not to someone else. To you. Sit down right now, before you do anything else, and write your night affirmation. Write it in the first person. Write it as if it is already true. Write it in a way that generates emotion when you read it. Examples of weak affirmations: I want to be rich. I hope to be healthy. I wish I had better relationships. These are weak because they focus on lack. I want means I do not have. They are uncertain. I hope means I doubt, and they are vague. Better is not specific. Examples of strong affirmations: I am attracting abundant wealth from multiple sources. Money flows to me easily and constantly. I am financially free and secure. My body is strong, healthy, and vibrant. Every cell in my body radiates perfect health. I feel energetic and alive. I am surrounded by loving, supportive relationships. I give and receive love freely. I am worthy of deep connection. Do you feel the difference? Strong affirmations declare reality. They state fact. They assume completion. Write yours now. Make it specific to what you want to manifest. Make it powerful enough that saying it gives you a feeling of excitement or peace or certainty. Write it down. On paper. Not just in your mind. Writing engages different parts of your brain and makes the commitment more real. Step 2. Establish a pre-sleep ritual. You must create a consistent ritual that signals to your mind and body that you are entering sacred time. This ritual might include turning off all screens 30 minutes before sleep. The blue light disrupts your natural sleep cycle, and the content disrupts your mental state. Dimming the lights. Lower light levels help your brain begin producing melatonin and entering the relaxed state needed for affirmation work. Sitting quietly for 5 minutes and breathing deeply. This calms your nervous system and clears your mind of the day's chaos. Reading something uplifting or inspirational. Not the news. Not social media. Something that elevates your thoughts. Reviewing your day with gratitude. Identify 3 things you are grateful for. This shifts your emotional state from lack to abundance. This ritual does not have to be long. But it must be consistent. Every night. No exceptions. Consistency is how you train your subconscious mind. Consistency is how you build new neural pathways. Consistency is how you replace old patterns with new ones. Step 3. Speak your affirmation with full engagement. When you are ready for sleep, when you are lying in bed, when your body is relaxed and your environment is quiet, speak your affirmation. Not in your head. Out loud. Even if it is a whisper. Speaking engages your auditory system. Your ears hear your voice. Your brain processes the sound. The affirmation becomes more real. Speak it slowly. Speak it with intention. Speak it as if you are speaking truth, not trying to create truth. And as you speak each word, visualize what the words mean. See yourself living the reality you are describing. Feel the emotions that reality would generate. If you are affirming wealth, see your bank account. Feel the security. Feel the freedom. Feel the power to be generous. If you are affirming health, see yourself moving easily. Feel the energy. Feel the strength. Feel the vitality. If you are affirming love, see yourself in connection. Feel the warmth. Feel the acceptance. Feel the joy. This combination of spoken word, mental image, and emotional feeling is the trinity that impresses your subconscious mind most powerfully. Do not rush this. Give it 5 full minutes. Maybe more. This is the most important 5 minutes of your day. Treat it that way. Step 4. Repeat your affirmation until you feel peace. Do not just speak your affirmation once and roll over. Repeat it. 5 times. 10 times. However many times it takes until you feel a shift inside. You are looking for a feeling of peace. Of rightness. Of certainty. Of, yes, this is true. Sometimes it comes quickly. Sometimes it takes several repetitions. Sometimes you have to push through doubt and resistance before you break through to belief. Keep going until you break through. Because that breakthrough moment is when the affirmation penetrates. When it sinks past your conscious resistance into your subconscious acceptance. That is the moment of implantation. That is when the seed is planted. You will know it when you feel it. A sense of relief. of release, of trust. Then, and only then, allow yourself to drift into sleep. Step 5. Protect the affirmation after you speak it. After you have spoken your affirmation, after you have felt the peace, do not start thinking about problems again. Do not let your mind drift back to worry, fear, or doubt. If a negative thought tries to enter, gently redirect your mind back to your affirmation. Back to the vision. Back to the feeling. This is critical, because the last thoughts before sleep sink deepest. If you affirm abundance and then spend the next 15 minutes worrying about bills, you just canceled out your affirmation. Guard your mind. Be vigilant. Be disciplined. And if you fall asleep while repeating your affirmation, even better. That means your last conscious thought was your desired reality, and your subconscious mind will work on that all night long. Step 6. Begin your day with the same affirmation. When you wake up, before you check your phone, before you get out of bed, speak your affirmation again. Morning and night. Bookends of your day. This reinforces the programming. This maintains the focus. This reminds your conscious mind of the direction you have chosen. Your morning affirmation does not need to be as long as your nighttime one. But it should be deliberate. Speak it. Feel it. See it. Then get up and act from that truth. Step 7. Take aligned action during the day. Your affirmation is not a replacement for action. It is the foundation for right action. As you consistently program your subconscious mind with your desired reality, you will begin to feel impulses, intuitions, ideas, urges to do things you would not normally do. Follow them. That is your subconscious mind guiding you toward your goal. That is the law working through you. Someone will come to mind, and you will feel prompted to reach out. Do it. An opportunity will appear, and you will feel nervous but excited. Take it. A new habit will suggest itself. Adopt it. Your affirmation aligns your subconscious mind with your goal. Your subconscious mind then directs your conscious actions toward that goal. But you must act. You must move. You must cooperate. Affirm without action, and you are just daydreaming. Act without affirmation, and you are working against your own programming. Affirm and act, and you become unstoppable. This is the complete system. 7 steps. Simple. Direct. Powerful. But only if you apply it. Only if you commit to it. Only if you make it as non-negotiable as breathing. Most people will read this and do nothing. They will feel inspired for a moment, then return to their old patterns. And their lives will not change. You are not most people. You are here because you are ready. You are serious. You are committed. Prove it. Tonight. And tomorrow night. And the night after that. 30 days. Commit to this practice for 30 days without missing a single night. In 30 days, you will begin to see changes. Small at first. A shift in your energy. A new opportunity. A different decision. A chance encounter. These are not coincidences. These are the first visible signs that the law is working. Keep going. 60 days. 90 days. 6 months. The longer you practice, the deeper the programming, the more dramatic the results. Eventually, this practice will become as automatic as brushing your teeth. You will not need to force it. You will not need to remind yourself. It will become part of who you are. And when that happens, when your night affirmation becomes your natural mental habit, you will have transformed yourself at the deepest level. You will have become a person who naturally thinks in terms of possibilities instead of limitations. Who naturally expects success instead of failure. Who naturally attracts opportunities instead of obstacles. And your outer world will reflect that transformation perfectly. Because the law never fails. Never. Now you know. You know the law. You know the principle. You know the practice. You know that your destiny is not fixed. It is fluid. It is responsive. It is waiting for you to shape it. You know that the moments before sleep are the most powerful moments of your day because they program the mind that creates your tomorrow. You know that most people use these moments to destroy themselves and that you will use these moments to create yourself. You have a choice tonight that you did not have before. Not because the choice was not available, but because you were not aware of it. Now you are aware. Now you understand that you are not a victim of your circumstances, your history, or your limitations. You are the author of your experience. You are the architect of your reality. You are the master of your fate. But knowledge without application is worthless. Understanding without action changes nothing. You must act. Tonight. You must create your night affirmation. You must establish your ritual. You must speak with conviction. You must feel with intensity. You must repeat with consistency. You must do this when you feel like it and when you do not feel like it. When it is easy and when it is hard. When you see results quickly and when progress seems slow. You must be relentless. Unwavering. Absolutely committed. Because this is not a technique. This is not a trick. This is not a shortcut. This is a fundamental realignment of your relationship with your own mind and the creative power that flows through you. This is you taking your rightful place as a conscious creator instead of an unconscious reactor. This is you stepping into the life you were meant to live instead of settling for the life that circumstances handed you. And it all begins tonight. In those quiet moments before sleep. When the world is still. When your mind is receptive. When the door between your conscious desires and your subconscious power is wide open. Walk through that door. Tonight. And every night after. Speak your truth. Feel your future. Claim your destiny. Do this, and I promise you, on my honor and on everything I know to be true about how success works, that your life will change. Not might change. Will change. Because the law does not fail. The principle does not fail. When you align with it, when you apply it, when you commit to it, it delivers. It has delivered for everyone who has ever understood and applied it. It will deliver for you. Your circumstances do not matter. Your past does not matter. Your current limitations do not matter. What matters is what you do tonight. And tomorrow night. And the night after that. What matters is the thoughts you think, the words you speak, and the feelings you generate in those sacred moments before sleep. That is where your power lives. That is where your destiny is written. That is where everything changes. Most people will never understand this. They will live their entire lives as victims, wondering why success eludes them, why happiness escapes them, why their dreams never manifest. You are no longer one of those people. You now possess knowledge that separates the successful from the struggling, the creators from the victims, the masters from the slaves. Use it. Honor it. Apply it with absolute dedication. And when your life transforms, when your circumstances shift, when your destiny unfolds in ways that amaze you, do not call it luck. Do not call it coincidence. Do not call it magic. Call it law. Call it principle. Call it the natural result of impressing your subconscious mind with your desired reality until it became your actual reality. Then teach others. Share this truth. Spread this knowledge. Because the world is filled with people living in quiet desperation, believing they are powerless, accepting whatever circumstances hand them. They need to know what you now know. They need to understand what you now understand. They need to claim the power that you are about to claim. But first, you must prove it in your own life. You must become the evidence. You must be the testimony. Starting tonight. I have given you everything you need. The principle. The practice. The steps. The truth. Now it is your turn. Go to bed tonight as a different person. A person who knows. A person who believes. A person who acts. Speak your affirmation. Feel your future. Claim your destiny. And tomorrow, wake up and do it again. And the next night. And the next. Until it becomes who you are. Until it becomes automatic. Until it becomes the foundation of your life. This is your calling. This is your moment. This is your opportunity to alter your destiny. Take it. Tonight. Your future self is waiting. Your destiny is waiting. Your transformed life is waiting. All you have to do is close your eyes tonight and speak the words that will create it. Will you? I believe you will. I believe you are ready. I believe you are the kind of person who does not just consume information but transforms it into results. Prove me right. Speak your night affirmation. Alter your destiny. Become who you were meant to be. Starting tonight. And never look back.